Live from New York City, it's Wendy Williams. Today, it's Hot Monday. With real-life Hot Topic, Latavia Roberson giving Wendy the juicy details about the new season of R&B Divas Atlanta and life after Destiny's Child. Plus, we're sharing simple tips on how to lose weight and get healthy just in time for summer. And all the latest juicy Hot Topics. Now, here's Wendy.
I'm doing great, and happy Cinco de Mayo. Ben Affleck was caught cheating. Plus, Kim and Kanye, did they or didn't they get married? And Kandi and NeNe faced off last night in Atlanta at the reunion. Let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. Cinco de Mayo has got to be one of my favorite eating holidays, simply because my last meal, a last meal, would definitely be Mexican food. Full fat everything. Listen, according to Life and Style magazine, Kim and Kanye got married over the weekend. Well, I love my Life and Style. They're the only outlet reporting this. Oh, People magazine is, by the way, saying that the marriage hasn't happened. And here's what I say. Of course the marriage hasn't happened. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because first of all, Chloe and one of those young ones were in Vegas. Kylie were in Vegas. She was with her new boyfriend, French Montana, and Kylie was there, and the man was fighting, and that's where all the celebrities were. Mayweather. Congratulations, by the way, Floyd. So everybody was at the fight, and you know that the Kardashians, even if they were to do something very private in the backyard, as was reported last week, that would still get out. At the very least, our Kim would have taken a picture of her new wedding situation. That's a vain family. They're not going, something like that is not going to happen where nobody tweets nothing. And then, I think it was yesterday, Kim and Kanye were spotted out together, and they said the situation on her finger hadn't changed any, and they also said he's not wearing a ring. Although, I don't picture him wearing a ring anyway, even when they do get married, So no, I don't believe that they're married. You can believe what you want. Of course, they're both gonna be at the Met Ball tonight, here in New York. Remember last year she wore that couch travesty. But just 1 year later, she's lost all the weight and she looks great. So I'm sure she will look beautiful tonight. And people will be asking her perhaps on the red carpet about it. And just watch for the ring. The ring. And if I had a secret and would share it with one person, it would definitely be Kerry Washington, because she knows how to keep a secret, honey. Do you realize that she gave birth to her baby girl almost 2 weeks ago, and we didn't find out about it until this weekend? That is it was enough that she was able to keep the secret that she was married to Namdi, for so long. But now they have a brand new daughter, and her name is Isabel Amarachi Awesomewa. Yeah. I don't know how all that's going to fit on a driver's license either. But she does know how to keep a secret. And in our Hot Topics meeting this morning, you know, some of my producers were like, well, do you think that she has a right, or, you know, she owes it to her fans, since she's on social media, to tell us when she's married and when she's pregnant? And you know, I'm nosy too, but I agree with you. I said, no. She doesn't need to tell us anything that she doesn't want us to know. It's up to us to look for the clues, you know? You know? And she handled being pregnant really well. She always looked really pretty. But those are two major secrets. I'm not disappointed. Kerry Washington, if that's what your real name is, you really do know how to keep a secret. Good for you. Well, last night, I threw some tilapia on the grill, and for the first time, I grilled the corn in the husk. And if you follow me on social media, then you saw the picture. So then I cleaned up the kitchen, and yeah, only two of us like corn, so who do you think ate the extra piece? Fatty McFat over here. It was delicious. I never grilled corn in the husk. It's so weird and random. But it was very good. Anyway, all right, so the conclusion of the Real Housewives reunion was on last night. Unfortunately, after all that cooking, I went to bed. But I did watch it this morning in hair and makeup here at the show, so it's fresh in my mind. Okay, Kandi called NeNe out for saying that her mother, Kandi's mother, is low in the gutter. See, you don't do that to somebody's mother, and I don't care. I don't care what you think about the mother. That's one of the great things about getting older and being a mom. You cannot get called out by young girls. Just take a look, and then we've got a lot to talk about.
So you trying to say my mom is low in the gutter?
Did I say she was low in the gutter? Did I write that she was low in the gutter?
You said you would not stoop so low like Mama Joyce to be in the gutter.
And throw a shoe or drag somebody down the street.
So basically you saying that
That's
my mom,
what I said.
you said it's to be in the gutter.
A shoe and she told
Are you trying to say
she was
my
going
mama
to
is
drag
down in the
her
gutter?
down. If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it.
Well, you implied that.
I said what I said.
Okay, well what you said was some bull.
And let me tell you something. I was so distracted by the mean nastiness and insecurity of NeNe that I virtually forgot everything that I saw. I mean, that reunion, first of all, did not need to be 3 parts. That thing with the 3-part reunions is ridiculous. But that last part that played last night for 2 hours put the nail in the coffin. NeNe is officially today probably the most hated woman in America. If you saw the episode and you agree with me, then Suzanne, don't encourage them. All right, and before I ask for your reaction, let me just tell you one more thing that she did. She told Kenya, she goes, you want to be the queen of Atlanta, like the queen of the Housewives franchise. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Boom, and she does with her dress. Now, do you think that this girl is officially like the meanest woman in America? Did she come off real stink last night to you? Just by claps, by claps. I don't know, NeNe, man. You really need to get it together. You just really, by the way, Kandi, you look beautiful last night on the show. Yeah. Nice white teeth and nice dark brown hair and stuff, a good sparkly dress. You look really good. All the girls I thought looked really nice, but NeNe, you acted ugly through and through. Sorry. Just calling it the way I see it. And then Ben Affleck was caught cheating. You heard about this? Well, you know he's married to Jennifer Gardner. But what he was cheating on was at the blackjack table. There's nothing like a dramatic tease to piss people off. Yeah, he was cheating. He was in Vegas and he was cheating at blackjack. He was allegedly busted for what they call counting cards at the high rollers table at the Hard Rock Casino. Now, I don't play cards. I haven't played since Old Maid. When I was in when I was in college, you know, they tried to teach me bid whist. I lost interest. Although I think when I get older, I probably want to play bridge or pinochle because that's what older people do. And they always look like they're having a lot of fun at the barbecue playing their cards. Anyway, but back to Ben. So this counting cards thing is where you have to remember each card that's been played to increase your odds of winning. Do you understand that? Does that make sense to you? Anyway, apparently it's not illegal, but the casinos don't like it. And if you do it, it's up to them as to whether or not they want to throw you out. And so they told Ben, look, you can come back, but you just can't play blackjack. Now, he can play the one-armed bandit, which is what I like to play. I'm not a real, gambling person, but I do love the one-armed bandit. But here's how I feel. When the quarters that I bring in run out, that's when I walk away. Do you know what I mean? I wish I did like to gamble because we do live in Jersey and stuff. But anyway, Ben reportedly at this Hard Rock back in 2000 won $140,000. And then in 2001, he won $800,000. So, he has had issues with, what was his thing of choice? Addiction. In the past. And, I wonder if, because you trade one for the other. So maybe this gambling thing, but it's not an addiction unless it's a problem. And Jennifer Gardner, his wife, was at the casino with him. I don't know whether she was next to him, sitting on his lap for good luck or what. But I do know that, with a heavy gambling problem, you can run through all your money. So maybe Jennifer needs to manage all the family money along with, a dose of accountants. And, that would be a big problem for average people, though. You know what I mean? Like you're a school teacher, you're married to, the plumber, and, now he's a card reader, and, it's all slippery. I mean, he's not a bad-looking man, but I always tell you this, his hottest years were when he was with that Lopez. Okay, I spent the whole weekend mad in my head, only I didn't call anybody about it because nobody would really understand how pissed I was that I missed V. Stiviano talking to Barbara Walters on Friday. Did you see it? Well, clap if you saw it. Because we knew nothing about it, and nobody from my show called me to tell me. Don't worry, from now on, Suzanne, please,
yes,
please,
I'll call you.
Do something.
Anytime I see anything, I'll be calling you a lot.
I mean, and I didn't even go out on Friday night, so I was there, perched, watching probably the ID channel. In the meantime, V sat down with Barbara Walters for 2020. It was a last-minute interview. They had no time to promote it. She said that she didn't think that that Donald Sterling, the owner of the Clippers, is a racist. Well, she said a lot of stupid, crazy things, but just take a look.
I think Mr. Sterling's from a different generation than I am. I think he was brought up to believe those things.
What things?
Segregation, whites and blacks, minorities, from black Jews to light Jews to dark Jews.
Black Jews?
Yes.
So it's not just blacks, it's anti-Semitism he expresses, but he's Jewish.
But through his actions, he's shown that he's not a racist. Through his actions, he's shown to be a very generous and kind man.
Shut up. Just shut up and go away. Nobody wants to hear from you. You come off as the type of woman, Miss Stiviano, that would put up with something like that because you feel like you can't do better or earn your own bones in life. And you know what? Unfortunately, I bet you there are more people in society than we know about who would put up with being called out of their name or out of their race or out of their whatever, just for a few coins. Now, I understand Sterling wasn't just passing a few coins. He had you living lux. But at what cost? Shut up and go away. Nobody wants to hear from you. And you take that old racist with you. By the way, the racist told Du Jour magazine that he wishes that he had paid V off. Well, in my mind, That's probably what's going on now. Why would she get on TV now? She said she didn't leak the tapes. Why would she get on TV with Barbara Walters? She's been walking around with that stupid visor. By the way, is my visor here yet? I can't wait to get mine. I can't wait. Look, listen. She's been walking around with that stupid visor like she doesn't want us to look at her, yet she goes on Barbara Walters and defends that racist. Just shut up. Let's move along. Today is Chris Brown's 25th birthday. And he's spending it in jail. Well, you know what? Chris was on Con Air most of the week, flying across the country, dropping off and picking up prisoners. That's what they call the airline that flies the cons, Con Air. I know. Anyway, and it's not just like a flight from New York to LA that takes 5 hours. Oh no, they dip down to Kentucky and drop off criminals. Then they zoom up to, Indiana and they drop off criminals. Then they pick up more criminals at the Rocky Mountains. And I mean, it's a crazy plane ride across the country. And you can imagine how hardened the criminals are. Because when you're a criminal, well, not all criminals are the same. Like, there's some people who belong in jail who've done some hard mess. And they look at a punk like Chris Brown and tell him, you're stupid for being here, only that's not how they say it. They say, probably go, But let's observe Chris, because this is a recent picture. It looks like our boy is doing well by not being high or drunk or whatever he was, and his hair looks terrific. He's actually returning to the nice man that we once knew, just visually speaking. Do you know what I mean? It looks like he might have filled out a little bit. He doesn't look so bony, like he parties all the time. I mean, except for those nasty tattoos on his neck. Do you think he's humbled himself? He looks defeated. Well, he's been in jail for 52 days, and I do think that they should let him out on Friday. I'll tell you why. And then I want to take a poll with claps. His lawyer is Mark Garagos. Now, Garagos is good. He's the one who got Michael Jackson off. So now look, Garagos is trying to strike a deal with the prison system, or the legal system, to get Chris out as early as Friday. I think it's going to work. I mean, he's not an axe murderer, Remember, he was in jail because he was on probation for that unfortunate beating of Rihanna, but he violated his probation twice. They tried to put him in rehab. He lasted there for a moment before he got so angry at his mother, he threw a boulder in her window in the parking lot of the rehab. You know I've told you these stories. So the DA says that, she is going to make sure, in her best, that he does not get early release. So she wants him to stay in. I think he needs to be out. I do believe 52 days, and he's earned, he's probably just, that little boy is probably scared to death. And he's got that song popping on the radio now. I think he needs to do maybe a year of probation. But, not probation, but the thing where you pick up garbage on the side of the turnpike. What is that? Yeah, community service, a year of it. I mean, so much community service that his dance car is full. He won't be able to go like on tour or anything like that. But I do think that they need to let him out. And it's possible that this 52-day situation, including Con Air and the orange jumpsuit, he might have learned the error of his ways. Now, clap if you think he needs to stay in jail. Clap if he needs to be released on Friday. Clap if you don't care about Chris Brown. Wow. Okay, Bradley Cooper has gained a lot of weight for his new movie role. He's virtually unrecognizable. It's our hot shot of the day. Hit it. See, I think 40 pounds makes him look hot. You all don't like a hot man? I mean, a fluffy man? You like a skinny man? Well, look at old Bradley and then look at new Bradley. Clap if you like old Bradley. I need something to hold on to, I'm sorry. Bradley gained 40 pounds of muscle. He's playing a Navy SEAL in an upcoming movie. So I hope he keeps the weight on. I think he looks great, you know? Yeah, he's still with the girl Suki Waterhouse too, by the way. And I don't know whether, they'll be in New York tonight for the Met Gala, so there you have that. They're still together. Listen, I wanted to remind you guys about our Hot Tropics giveaway. You know, we're giving away, each week during the month of May, we're giving away these incredible vacations to the U.S. Virgin Islands. You know, I'm telling you, I used to live in the Frederickstedt section of St. Croix for 8 months. It was my first radio job out of college, and the Virgin Islands are delightful, the U.S. Virgin Islands. Take a look at what you could win this week. Wendy's Hot Tropics giveaway is your chance to win a tropical vacation to the U.S. Virgin Islands. These spectacular Caribbean islands are known for their crystal blue waters, white sandy beaches, and relaxing vibe. This week's incredible prize package includes round-trip airfare for 2 and an 8-day, 7-night stay at the Westin St. John Resort in stunning St. John. This newly renovated resort lies along Great Cruise Bay and offers some of the island's best paddleboarding and snorkeling. Its 47 acres of lush grounds, swaying palm trees, and tropical flowers will make you fall in love all over again. Win your ticket to paradise by entering Wendy's Hot Tropics giveaway. All you have to do is look for the word of the day. It's going to pop up in the lower part of your screen sometime during the show. Then you log on to wendyshow.com to enter the word for your chance to win an 8-day, 7-night trip to the beautiful U.S. Virgin Islands. And by the way, the more times you enter, the bigger your chances are for winning. So watch often and enter a lot. Good luck. We've got more great show for you. What I love about Mondays in May, it's all hot topics all Monday. Yes. We've got a real life hot topic here. She's the star of R&B Divas Atlanta. Her name is Latavia Roberson. We're going to find out what life has been like since leaving or being fired from. We'll clear it up, Destiny's Child. Plus, we also are going to share some great tips with you on how to lose weight and get healthy and feel great. But up next, everybody, it's time for Celebrity Fan Out. Don't go far. Everyone, it's time for Celebrity Fan Out. I love it. Let's get started. The first one is from Amanda H., who watches The Wendy Show on WNYW in Massapequa, Long Island, New York. Amanda writes, "How you doing, Wendy? I recently had the pleasure of meeting one of the most iconic celebrities ever. It was Sarah Jessica Parker." She says, "It was hard not to jump around like a schoolgirl when I met her, but I played cool. She's so authentic, humble, and very gracious." Thank you for that, Amanda. Wow. Our next Celebrity Fan Out comes from Brian M., who watches The Wendy Show on KTTV in Los Angeles, California. Brian writes, "Hey, Wendy, how you doing? My twin brother and I were in Vegas when my brother ran into this funny guy in the elevator. It was Seth Rogen." He goes, "My brother didn't have his camera on him, so when he told me about his encounter, I managed to track down Seth, get a photo with him, and since we're twins, we can both claim that we took a photo with Seth." By the way, his new movie, Neighbors, with Zac Efron, comes out this Friday. All right, our next Celebrity Fan Out comes from Monica S., watches The Wendy Show on WTTG in Woodbridge, Virginia. Monica writes, "Wendy, I was at the Cheesecake Factory when in walked a woman with the worst stank face I've ever seen. It was Abby Lee Miller." Look what Monica says, though. She was annoyed because no one knew who she was, even though the cheeseball that she is has a shirt on saying her name. She's got such a nice smile, though, that Abby Lee Miller. Anyway, she was annoyed because no one knew who she was and she couldn't get a table. I told her she should have ripped the hostess to shreds like she does on her show. We both laughed. Abby, by the way, is going to be a guest judge tonight on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. I hope she does well, and I hope they keep her. All right, our next celebrity fan out, which is our last one, is from another Monica, Monica J, who watches our show on KTTV in Compton, California. Monica writes, "How you doing, Wendy? For my 25th birthday, my friends and I got a table at a club in Hollywood. At 1 a.m., the manager came and asked us if we could move because someone needed our table. That someone was Rihanna." So Monica goes on to write, Rihanna ended up coming over and asking if she could share a table. She even bought me a bottle of Ciroc. Happy birthday to me. Yeah, thank you. I love celebrity fan out. If you've ever run into a celebrity and you've got the picture to prove it, and give us a little story behind it, go to wendyshow.com. Thank you in advance. Coming up next, everybody, from R&B Divas Atlanta, one of the stars, Latavia Robertson, is here. Our first guest is a two-time Grammy Award-winning singer and one of the original members of Destiny's Child. She's now starring in the new season of R&B Divas Atlanta. Let's watch.
I mean, I would have to wake up and have a drink. You know, just like, and this is like in my early 20s.
Wow.
My self-esteem just started shrinking, and then the more you don't sing, the more uncomfortable you feel with it. Like, I've never been a lead singer. I've never been this, so that's where my fear is.
Latavia shares with me her fears of singing and not feeling super confident in her voice or even feeling passionate about it anymore. I totally can relate to that. Some people just do go through come to a crossroads.
Please welcome Latavia Robertson. This is our first time meeting?
Yes, yes.
You weren't in the group, I guess, when I first met them back in the late 90s when they first got together.
Well, no, when we first got together, I was part for the first two albums, definitely. We did go
to Philadelphia.
We did a radio interview with you before.
Yes, in Philly at Power 99.
I remember that.
Well, it's nice to see you again. Again, congratulations on joining R&B Divas.
Thank you very much.
I've been keeping up, with this season, and it looks like it's the youngs versus the olds sometimes. How'd you get involved with this show?
The opportunity presented itself for me first when I was pregnant last September. And, it kind of wasn't a good time for me then. So after I gave birth to my daughter, it came back around again. And I was like, okay, God, we're going to do it.
Yeah. Ready. In the clip that we just saw, wow, the baby's cute. Who's your baby's father? Do we know who he is?
He's a music
like
producer.
Drake or something?
No.
He's a music producer.
He's a music producer. And then,
has he produced anything that we know how to sing along on the radio too?
It's been a while.
It's been a while since he's produced.
He's in the studio all the time,
Well, nice. Now, in that clip that we just saw, you were talking about being nervous to sing. And why is that?
Well, I feel like they have really played it up a whole lot, especially for television.
Reality.
And, it's not really about singing so much. My truthful reality is that all of the ladies have been constantly in the industry, and they've been doing projects and performing and everything. And my truth is that I've been away for 10 years.
I would think that it would be like riding a bike, though.
It kind of, but like so much happened during that time that I had to get away from music completely. So that's just.
Now, did you get fired or did you quit the group?
Well, let me say this. I definitely did not quit. Who would quit Destiny's Child? That's insane.
Okay. So they replaced you after you wrote, I heard, a letter to Matthew Knowles.
It was a disaffirmance letter at that time.
A what?
A disaffirmance letter.
Okay.
And our conflict was strictly with management. It had nothing to do with the other ladies at all. But
Who's our? You and
myself and Latoya.
Latoya.
We didn't have anything against Beyonce and Kelly at all.
So what did the letter say?
I mean, it was just, at that time, Matthew was he was our personal manager, and he was everybody's group manager.
Okay.
So we just affirmed it as our personal manager.
You wanted to be let out of personal management so you can find your own.
And we wanted to have someone actually to come in and manage along with him. We weren't trying to fire the group's manager.
You know, Matthew needs full control. Well, you found
no,
out,
he don't.
right?
No, he didn't.
So then you guys were replaced, and you weren't fired. First of all, why'd you write a letter and not drive to his house or call his office?
It was complicated. You know, we were younger, and, you know, when you get told sometimes that, you know, basically you kind of don't do enough to kind of have no opinion, you know, so you have to take, I didn't feel personally if I went to say, hey, I want to talk about this and this is what I want. I don't think it would have gotten any attention or anything like that.
So now you were replaced, and I heard you didn't find out that they were replaced in the group until the video for Say My Name came out. Can you imagine watching BET at 106 in Park and seeing somebody else in your slot?
That's exactly what happened. Like, it was crazy.
It
was painful.
That is a ruthless business that you are a part of.
Absolutely.
Are you still friendly with Kelly and Beyonce and LaToya?
Yes. I ran into Beyonce some years ago. I spoke with Kelly. It was nothing but love. LaToya was at my baby shower.
Have you heard about Beyonce's new little brother that Matthew allegedly is not taking care of?
I did hear about that. You told me about that.
Thank you for watching.
How are you doing?
Thank you. You know, I always wonder what people in your situation do for money. Now, you've been off the scene for 10 years. You have a baby, and you have your boy. Is he still your boyfriend? Is he still in your life?
We're definitely in each other's lives. We definitely co-parent our daughter. We're very, very great friends.
What are you... Oh, friends.
Wendy, don't go there.
No, so you guys don't live together. So
no, we don't
what
live
have you been doing for money for 10 years? Like, how does that work?
You know, I'm good, girl.
Okay.
I wrote on the albums, so
good for you.
Publishing, yes,
good
ma'am,
for you.
yes. Publishing, come on now.
And finally, I had no idea. I'm slipping. That you were strung out for a moment there after Destiny's Child.
You know what? It was in my, like I said in the clip, it was in my early 20s.
How did you keep that quiet?
Well, thank God I didn't have to live that out in front of the camera. After the group, I had a lot of time to myself, and I just started living in my head a little bit, and a lot of things from my childhood started to resurface.
What were you doing? Drugs, drinking?
Specifically, I was dealing with the simple fact of being molested and all of that stuff. But I abused alcohol to try to self-soothe.
I understand.
And I got treatment. I got some therapy, and it was great.
How old are you now?
I'll be 33 this year in November.
You've lived a lot.
I have.
Yeah, and you've got a lot to tell. I understand you're writing a memoir, and you're going to spill all the tea.
Yes, all the tea.
Promise us, you're going to spill all the tea.
You know what? I like to call it my love letter, and it's my truth about everything, my experience in Destiny's Child, my life, everything. So I cannot wait.
My mouth is watering. Neither can I. It's going to be juicy. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's nice to see you again. Latavia, everybody, is on R&B Divas, and it airs Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock on TV1. Hot Topic Sound Off is next. So don't go away. Welcome back, everyone. It is now time for our audience sound off on Hot Topics. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing well.
My name's Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly.
And I agree with you. I'm here to sound off on V. Stiviano. I think she's awful and a gold digger. She knew Donald Sterling was a racist, and she stayed with him for the lavish gifts, the lifestyle, and then she released the tapes when it was all over. Yeah. And then she thought the issue was going to be about her, but when it got bigger and it was a bigger race issue and about the NBA and the players, now she's got to go on these talk shows to get the fame and the attention back. I think she needs to go away, Wendy. Do you agree?
I do agree. Good job.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Red.
How you doing?
How you doing?
My name is Claire, and I would like to sound off on Ben Affleck and his gambling problem.
Yes.
I think he needs to take a seat. He is a family man and a businessman. He should be managing his money well with Jennifer Garner and having a nice time with his family.
Got you.
Do you agree?
I think everybody needs to have a little fun. It's just that his fun is really expensive. I mean, so
Right.
far he's on the winning end of this gambling thing, but being kicked out of a hotel because you
Exactly.
card shark or whatever that is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Red.
No problem.
And finally, how you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Marisha. How you doing?
Hi, Marisha.
I want to sound off on NeNe and Kandi.
Uh-oh.
I agree with you, Wendy. I think that NeNe is a mean girl, and I was highly disappointed that she could not humble herself and apologize for the things that she said about Mama Joyce last night.
Yes.
On the reunion. Everyone knows it doesn't matter what Mama says, what Mama does. Mama is off limits.
Yeah.
NeNe, you are wrong. And if it had been the other way around, if the tables were turned, all hell would have broke loose. Because
Yes.
we know how NeNe gets down.
Yes.
All right? NeNe, leave Mama out of the equation.
I agree. And that's Hot Topic Sound Off. Up next, everybody, we're going to have some great tips for you for losing weight and getting healthy, so don't miss it. Welcome back. Summer is right around the corner. That's swimsuit season, and everyone is looking to drop a few extra pounds. So here with some simple tips on how to get started losing your weight and getting healthy are organizing expert Julie Morgan Stern, like Rhoda.
Exactly.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
And also Dr. Steve Lamb. Thank you both for being here. So you're both working on the My Healthy campaign. Tell us all about it, Doctor.
Yeah. You know, it's really a national movement that we're working with ASI to change the conversation in obesity from just pounds lost to health gain, and to emphasize that small changes in your weight may make a big difference in your overall health.
Yeah, and there's no rushing it.
There's no rushing
no
it at all,
rushing it.
no.
And then, Julie, what makes My Healthy campaign, what makes this different?
Well, I think it really takes the focus off of vanity, right? So many of us as women, we're sort of motivated to lose weight for vanity's sake, but that only lasts a little while and it's discouraging. So when you really focus on the health gained and how the smallest of concrete steps can have a very big impact, you feel very empowered, you feel energized, you feel good every day instead of bad until you arrive.
And the organizational
journey.
part is what you're the expert in?
Yeah.
Things like
yeah.
organize your closet.
Exactly. And with your closet, here's the thing. First of all, you want to tell you, tip number one is stop worrying about the size of your clothes.
Okay.
Because when you open your closet and you keep seeing things that won't fit for a long time, it's a disheartening message, right? So I actually, a very concrete tip is to declutter your closet and remove everything that doesn't currently fit.
Wow.
Radical.
That's a tall tale.
Yeah.
Dr. Lamb, what are 3 tips that can get us on the path for healthier lifestyles and losing weight?
Of course. Well, look, first of all, the AMA, the American Medical Association, have recognized that obesity is really a disease. So maybe the first tip I would make is, why don't you visit your doctor? Why don't you make an appointment with your doctor, give your doctor permission to start to engage a conversation with you about obesity, and then come up with some realistic goals. Try to evaluate do you have diabetes or high blood pressure?
You got to get your blood
So go
run.
to the doctor. This is a medical issue.
Yeah.
Okay. The second tip is measuring and knowing what your BMI is. Let me explain that. Doctors love numbers, okay? Well, the BMI is a way that doctors can help determine if you are, quote, have a normal weight or you're overweight or you're actually obese. It's a height-weight calculation. It's very simple. For example, let's say you were 5'6" and you weighed about 170 or 175 pounds. Your BMI would calculate, it's a calculator, you can look on the internet, would calculate out as about 27 or 28. That would be considered overweight. So we use those numbers in helping us determine whether you are overweight or not. The third tip is to recognize that very small changes in your weight, 3 to 5%, may make a difference in your triglycerides, a form of fat, or your blood sugar, or your hemoglobin A1C. So what is 3 to 5%? Let's say you were 200 pounds. 10 pounds may make a real difference. So those are the 3 tips. Make an appointment with your doctor, know your numbers, your BMI, for example, your cholesterol and your blood pressure. And 3, appreciate that very small changes may make a difference in your overall health.
And I guess nothing good comes quickly, so give yourself a moment to lose the weight and feel great.
It has to happen.
I like these tips. Thank you both for being here. Now, Tomorrow on the show, Julie's coming back because she's going to help a Wendy watcher get healthy by cleaning out and organizing her closet. I can't wait to see this. Thank you, Dr. Lamb. Thank you, Julie Morgenstern. We'll see you tomorrow. Up next, everybody, we're going to reveal our audience eye candy of the day. Don't go far. For us to reveal our audience eye candy of the day. We've got the most stylish audience on the entire TV spectrum. However, I only have one, how you doing, diva fan. And it's going to, drum roll please, Tisa Harbin, come on down. It's a good look. It's a good look. I mean, here's your diva fan, girl.
Thank you, Wendy.
Come out here so all your fans can see you.
How you doing, Wendy?
First of all, I'm doing great. You've got great legs.
Thank you.
I mean, tell us about your outfit.
So the whole outfit's from Forever. Just bought it this weekend, actually. $30, $10, $17, $20.
The ethnic print skirt, that's all the rage this season. Yes. Of course, the top with the belly is right on trend. Thank you so much for shopping for our show.
Yeah.
At Forever 21. We'll be right back. Good job, Tisa. Some fun today. I want to thank Latavia Roberson. I'm looking forward to your book. Also, Dr. Lamb and Julie Morgenstern. Thank you so much. My co-host, my studio audience couldn't do the show without them. Tomorrow, the lovely Jenna Elfman stops by, and then Julie's coming back tomorrow to share some great tips on organizing our closets. And R&B superstar Tank is going to perform his latest hit. So that's tomorrow. I love you for watching today. See you next time on Wendy. Bye.